Every single day, this company sells about $660 million worth of stuff. And on almost none of it does it make a meaningful profit. The real money is in something you already paid for before you walked in. So, what does it actually cost to run Costco for a single day? The answer isn't the one on the shelf. Xost atlas, THEIDE kiost of EVRYTHING. Start with what you can see. Costco isn't really a shop, it's a logistics organism. More than 860 warehouses around the world. Around 316,000 employees. $250 billion moving through it in a year. But here's the strange part. And it's the reason economists can't stop studying this place. A company this size should be a profit machine. Costco is built, deliberately, to be almost the opposite. To understand why, you have to follow the money for one ordinary day. The biggest cost, by an enormous margin, is the stuff itself. To put $660 million of merchandise on the floor each day, Costco has to buy it first, and that bill comes to roughly $580 million a day. Now, watch what that leaves. Normal retailers mark goods up 20, 5, 40, even 50%. Costco caps itself at around 14 or 15. Its gross margin on what it sells is about 11%, a number that would close most stores in a year. That isn't an accident or a weakness. It's the entire strategy. The low price is the product. Hold that thought. It's about to pay off. After the goods, the biggest cost is people. Around 316,000 of them, paid an average of about $26 an hour, well above the retail norm, and a deliberate choice. Costco pays up partly because it works. People stay, they're faster, they steal less, and replacing a worker is expensive. Spread across a full day, the wage bill alone runs an estimated $37 million. Then there's the physical machine. More than 860 steel, boxes the size of aircraft hangars, lit, heated, refrigerated, and maintained. Every hour they're open, and many they're not. Freezers that can never fail. Roofs over millions of square feet. Forklifts, refrigeration. Power, an estimated $16 million a day, just to keep the buildings running. And none of it matters if the goods don't arrive. Distribution depots, freight, the gas stations, the pharmacy, the optical counters, the connective tissue of the operation. Roughly $10 million a day to keep everything moving. Add it up. The goods, the people, the buildings, the logistics. Roughly $645 million to run Costco for one ordinary day. So $250 billion machine spends $645 million a day. The obvious question is the interesting one. After all that, how much does Costco actually keep? On about $664 million of goods sold in a day, Costco's operating profit is around $22 million. 3 cents of operating profit on every dollar that crosses the till. For all that scale, the retail engine barely earns. Which raises a question Costco's own accountants answered decades ago. If the store doesn't make the money, what does? Look at the one thing you do before you ever touch a product. You show a card. A card you paid $65 a year for, just for permission to shop. That card costs Costco almost nothing to sell. There's no warehouse to fill, no truck to load, no margin to shave. It is nearly pure profit. And here's the number that reframes the whole building. Of all the operating profit Costco makes in a day, more than half traces not to the cart, but to the card. and almost no one cancels. The renewal rate sits around 92%. Roughly 127 million cardholders who, year after year, quietly pay for the right to buy things at almost no markup. So let's answer the real question. What does it cost to run Costco for a day? About $645 million. And nearly all of it goes into selling you goods at a price designed to barely profit at all. Because the low price isn't the cost of doing business. The low price is the business. It's the bait. It's why you join, why you stay, why you renew. Costco runs the largest store on earth at almost no profit. On purpose, so that it can sell you the one thing it truly profits from. That is the hidden cost of Costco. You walk in thinking you're the customer. The merchandise was never really the point. The $65 at the door was. A company that moves $250 billion of goods a year makes most of its money from a piece of plastic that costs it almost nothing. The cart is the show. The card is the business. That's what we do here at Cost Atlas. We find the bill that isn't on the receipt and the profit that isn't where you're looking. The number you're shown is almost never the one that's actually changing hands. Cost Atlas, subscribe. The hidden cost of everything. Word count, spoken, E1, 480 words. Target met 79 and 30, ton 100 at documentary paste. Status fire STDRAFT pending CEO approval fluff fact. Check passes C flags in research. MDD costs. Jas Sun.